Good morning, everybody. Happy July 5th. I hope you all enjoyed your July 4th celebration. Hopefully some of you didn't celebrate too much, but you had just the right amount of fun and tomfoolery and fireworks. A huge shout out before we get started today to just our military. You know, that is the reason why we have the country that we have today with all of our freedoms and the home of the brave and the land of the free is our military, past and current and future military personnel to keep our great land that we live in free for all people. So thank you so much to you all and the families that you have and the sacrifice and the role that they play. Just a huge shout out. I didn't want that to go unnoticed. But it is July 5. It is very hot outside. For those of you who have stepped outside, it might be what we call sweltering. But welcome to the Friday update. You get me today. Donnie is on a very much deserved R&R, rest and relaxation with his family at the beach. Hopefully he is having a good time and they are all enjoying the cool breeze at the beach, if there is such a thing. So let's jump right into the market update. Nothing really surprising here. We're going to look at our Washington metro area first. So if you look at showings, they are down week over week. They are down year over year, 22%. That's pretty much normal this time frame just because it's hot and people are going on vacations and there's holidays coming up. And whenever you have a holiday, the week before, the week after tends to impact the market because people take that long holiday break. So that's nothing really surprising there. We do see new listings up 15% going into the holiday week. Typically, you don't see too much of that. It is down week over week, but it is up for the year, the 15% over the year. Active listings, though, were up 38%, which means that they are sitting on the market just a little bit longer. Again, not unheard of at this time of year because of the heat, because of the vacations. And again, those showings are down. If we look at North Central Virginia, again, we're seeing comparative numbers. Showings are down 15% year over year. We do have active listings at 22% greater than year over year, and new listings at 15%. Again, that 22% is staying on a little higher. That just means that they're staying on a little bit longer before they're getting those contracts. Similarly as well for the Baltimore metro area, you're seeing your showings year over year 19% down. All of those numbers are floating in those double digits right there. New listings up 4.7%, but active listings up 33% year over year. So that inventory sitting just a little bit longer here than it is in the other areas. Interesting to note, you can see that canceled listings where it's not a huge number, it's still up 50%, which is shocking. It just means that people are pricing it a little too high. They're not doing great pricing numbers. They're going in for those top of market prices. And that's just not the market we're in right now in a lot of our jurisdictions. When the days on market's elongating, again, only by a couple of days. It's not like we're at 4 and 5 and 6 months, guys. We're at 11 to 15 days, or we're at 20 to 23 days. So it's not a huge growth of those days on market, but it is just a little bit of a ticker up for you to prepare your clients. Again, when we look at the Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, similar, down 18.9% showings year over year. You are looking at 5% new inventory coming on the market. So less new houses are coming on the market in the Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle over a year ago. But the ones that are there are staying a little bit longer. So those active listings are up 18%. Again, we're seeing it across the board. We'll see similar stats next week because we're coming into and out of the 4th of July holiday where again, heat, travel, it impacts our markets. So you'll see a little bit of that going into next week as well. And then we should normalize a little bit going in for the rest of the summer into that stabilization period that we get as we get into the heat of the summer. July, August, we'll start seeing those bumps again when people are getting ready to go to school. So we'll start seeing the market move a little bit more for people trying to get into the schools and get into their new houses before they get to the school system. So we'll start seeing a little bit of that change later in the summer. And then we will see what our fall market's going to bring to us, which is going to be fun considering we have a lot of contract changes and a lot of MLS changes and a lot of rule changes. One thing's for sure in life, change is a constant. Let's get into our top producers. Super excited about those top producers. I'm going to say the date range was last week. It's a 4th of July week, people. We're going to take it with a grain of salt. We're a well-oiled machine here at Samson Properties. Okay, so congratulations, Nadia Dellawar, Kiran Morzaria, Schiro, Edward Schmidt, and John Mccambridge for being top producers, individual by volume, across our entire metro footprint. When we look at transactions, we have Nadia Dellawar, Kimberly Athey, Kiran Morzaria, Schiro, and Joseph Obeid. Congratulations, you guys. When we look at top performers by volume, by teams, Shepherd Homes Group, One South Realty Group, Uncle Casey Samson, the Carolyn Young Homes, and the One Street Company bringing it in for the week. When we look at the teams by transactions, Shepherd Homes Group, One South Realty Group, Carolyn Young Homes, the One Street Company, and the Monumental Team. Congratulations, you guys, on a fantastic week. We have some save the dates and some announcements for you all that we want you to put on your calendar. We have a big summer sales meeting. It is next July 17th at 10 a.m. We are going to have ice cream because we said so, and it's hot, and why not? And I like ice cream. We don't exactly have the plan for that yet, but we will have ice cream. Maybe a nice sundae bar, maybe some toppings, a couple scoops of this, couple scoops of that. So if you do come to our sales meeting, which we hope to see you in person, you too can have some ice cream with me. I may have two. In case you missed it, we had our sales meeting in June on the 19th. It is on the Cardinal Nest. It is right there on the main page in the featured announcements of the Cardinal Nest. Please go back and watch it. We had a lot of contract updates that we put in the sales meeting that we talked about when the different contracts were going to come out, what we were expecting in the different contracts. So if you have not already taken a contract class, please make sure that you at least review that section of the sales meeting so that you can get a little bit of an update on what to expect. Those of you that are paying no attention are going to be shocked. Not all of our jurisdictions are in alignment. NVAR is not in alignment with Virginia and vice versa. Every jurisdiction is doing a little bit differently, even at the local level versus the state level. So make sure you are paying attention. It is going to be an education for all of us right now. We have the Cardinal Nest calendar on the left-hand nav bar. We have been doing contract classes. Steve and Mike did a great one on NVAR and VAR. That is on the Cardinal Nest now for you to watch, and in Samson University. We have a virtual, the Maryland CEO of Realtors is coming out and doing a virtual training for us on Friday the 12th. It is streaming from, I believe, our Bowie office, but they are going to have a link for a virtual class as well. G-Car Forms release seminar. G-Car is releasing July 17, so they will have a release seminar and giving you all the information there. Some of these jurisdictions are not releasing any of their forms until August, guys, so you need to pay attention to what's releasing when, and then it'll feed Sky Slope later by the form's release date. So you may have to, just as a quick reminder, when you drop down Sky Slope and you're doing a contract, make sure there's not a little exclamation point by your form. If it is, it means you need to update the form. In some cases, if you've already started your transaction, you have to update the forms. They're not going to auto update in your templates or auto update in your files. It's not going to mess with you. You're going to have to go in and manually push it to make the update come down and give you the most current documents. So just make sure that you are paying attention to that and make sure that you are watching the calendar for your jurisdiction's forms. And if you are a local jurisdiction and you sometimes do a state jurisdiction forms, make sure you're watching both of them because, again, they don't always agree and they're not saying the same thing in all cases. Oh, mark your calendars. Property management is going to be in the Fairfax office on July 10th, Wednesday from 12 to 2. They want you to meet their in-house team. They want to talk about property management. They want to explain to you how they work so that you can refer them out to your clients so that then you can get a referral fee. Remember, every client that brings a door into or a house or property into property management, you get a $250 referral fee. So some of your clients want those property management services and we want you to have a great solution to recommend to them. So if you have any questions about how that works, you can meet them in person on July 10th, Wednesday, in the Fairfax office. Our very own Donnie Sampson is dusting off his commission scripts. Super exciting. He is going to do a commission conversation training on Thursday the 18th at 10 o'clock here in our studio. It is going to be live. It is going to be live streamed for those of you that don't want to make the trek into Chantilly. But I will tell you, it is going to be a great class. Whenever Donnie sets down and rolls up his sleeves and starts teaching, it's really fun. Feel free to come heckle him. Give him some hard ones that maybe he hasn't thought of. I like to see him operate on the fly. So make sure that you come in, bring your hardest hitting commission questions, and let him help you break those down so that you're getting comfortable with what's going on. You're getting comfortable with the scenario, how to say it, what to say. Body language is important so that you're not getting defensive or upset or anxious, that you're really comfortable in the conversations that you're having. Get educated so that you can have those intelligently and make sure that you are in fact explaining it the way it needs to be explained legally. So that's going to be the key in helping you make the transition, is that professional dialogue. So make sure you tune into that. We were in Richmond and we loved seeing everybody. So we're going to be in Martinsburg next. That's our Richmond folks that came out down there. We pivoted at the last minute. They had a huge storm and blew the electric and the HVAC and all the power out of our Main Street office. So we got the frantic call as all of us were in driving, pivot to Libby Mill, and our team did a great job pivoting. So great to have everybody that joined us there and everybody that got that message. We will be in Martinsburg next on Wednesday, July 10 from 9 to 3. Again, that is a wonderful day of just classes after classes after classes to teach you how to lead generate, teach you how to use our tech tools. So for your calendar of events in July, we're going to be Martinsburg on the 10th. We're going to be in Waldorf on the 24th, and we're going to be in Tysons on the 31st. Those do run 9 to 3. And it really is a how to lead generate. It is a class on how to use the different technologies. Why should you use First Up? Why should you use Real Scout? How do you do a Core Present CMA? It teaches you the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritty of how to use these systems in your business. And again, we invite you to come in and just take a few notes and learn new things, especially if you haven't been there for one for a while, because we A, change the classes up, and B, we always bring on new resources and new tools and new strategies, and we want you updated with the most current things. Invite your friend. If you have a real estate friend, we invite you to invite them to our Lunch and Learn events. Remember, we have created an environment where we're bringing more Lunch and Learn events out to our field. One of the biggest complaints we got from people that wanted to join us or people that wanted to refer people was, well, you're only in my area so many times. You're only in my area every 4 or 5 months, every 6 months. So we've created a schedule that we're not just enabling Donnie to get out in the field every week, but now we have Richard and Bethany and Bobby also going and doing Lunch and Learn events. So you can go to joinsamson.com. You can invite your friends to Woodbridge, Martinsburg, White Marsh, Bowie, Bethesda, Alexandria. That's our next set of July Lunch and Learns. You can see we're somewhere 2 or 3 times a week to get these events out to your friends that you want to refer into Samson. Again, they don't have to necessarily belong to that area to come. Some people want to come from another area where no one sees them, but we have all of these different options for them to have a choice to make it convenient for them. So joinsamson.com is where you will get all the most current information and where you will send your colleagues in the business. And remember that you can get money. Thank you very much for referring your wonderful colleagues. Again, we don't want your not wonderful colleagues. We just want your wonderful colleagues. If you like them, we'll like them. If you don't like them, we don't want them. So if you do have a friend that you would like to invite, there are 3 ways that you can earn money. You can bring them to a Lunch and Learn. You can email Donnie and Mark and introduce your colleague to them by email, or you can fill out the form that's on the Cardinal Nest. You only get paid for those 3 ways. You do not get one when you email someone after 6 months after they've joined and said, that's my referral. You don't get money for that because you didn't do anything. This is an introduction. That's a great one this morning. It's an introduction for you to create an environment for a win-win, introducing them to Donnie, letting them get more information. If they join, you get money. Again, 3 ways. Check the Cardinal Nest. Big blue recruiting button at the bottom where you can check that out. Oh, please mark your calendars. This is one of my favorite things. Mark your calendars, please, for July 20th weekend. July 19th, we will be doing setup from 4 to 6 at Chantilly Bible Church. On Saturday, July 20th, we will have our main event from 10 to 12. We will be packing 50,000 meals for Mobile Hope and the charities where we do food insecurity here in our county. This food will be actually distributed to Title I location schools that do not have strong economic viability. These are Title I kids that have food insecurity. They are living below the poverty line. This is for our families that are involved in those programs. We need 200 plus volunteers. We need about 25 or 30 the day before on the 19th. We need 200 plus on the 20th. Bring your kids. Chris is talking about bringing up a photo booth. So bring your kids, bring your family, bring your clients. We have a lot of fun. We put on hairnets all together. We rock those hairnets and we pack all those meals. And it's so fabulous for us to just serve together and spend time together, knowing that we're impacting the communities. If you have any questions, please email Chris M at samsonproperties.net and she can help you. But look for that sign up link to go out. We're super excited to do that. We've got a ton of upcoming classes, as you can imagine, guys, mainly centered around the Bright changes and the contract changes. So keep an eye out for all of those. Monday, July 8th, Ken Stone is going to join us from Bright at 12 o'clock. There is a virtual link on the web. He is going to be talking about all of those Bright changes, compensation fields that are leaving the MLS, what's replacing it, how to operate within them. Please tune into that training. Please do not email me on the 10th and say, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this means. You need to watch it on the 8th, July 8th. They are doing that training. We have our free group coaching on the 9th at 10 a.m. Again, this is free group coaching for anybody that's interested in coaching, to learn about coaching. Stephanie Brock is going to do that free coaching session. The topic is low-cost lead generation. The link is on, Zoom link is on the Cardinal Nest. It is not live in our studio, it is Zoom. So please make sure you check that out on the Cardinal Nest. SOAR is coming to you, our developmental series, to the Gaithersburg office on July 9th. Iffy is going to, our great Cardinal Title attorney, is going to be talking about seller impersonation fraud. And then Lynn, our wonderful lead trainer, is going to come in talking about mastering your buyer consultation from 10 to 12. I do believe lunch is provided as well. Please RSVP so they can get a great head count and let them know that you're coming to Gaithersburg on that day. This is my slide I was looking for back when we were talking to HQDU. So here's our Martinsburg July 10 tentative calendar that we're going to be running. Breakfast in the morning, we have lead generation. Donnie and I come out and do a Q&A. We talk about lawsuits, we talk about changes, we talk about the company, we talk about the market, the industry, anything you want to know, we will answer those questions, and you are free to ask anything. The value of buyer's agency, how to be a great buyer's agent, how to prove your value and show your value so that people are willing to pay for you. That's a great class. Cardinal Title brings in lunch and does a wonderful training either on fraud or impersonation or wire problems, or we've done FERPTA, we've done all kinds of things that you just need to know when you need to know them. And it's just a great quick pop of a 30-minute educational legal update. We have Real Scout. Guys, if you're not using Real Scout, I love it. It's sexy, it's pretty, the links are great, the pictures are great, the clients love the interaction real time. CorpResent is digital CMAs. We have handling the commission convert conversation and using the Print Center to generate business. Lots of all great classes that you can jump into just to learn a little bit more. There is something for everyone on the SamsonUniversity.net that you can check out. We have all of our filmed classes, all of our streamed classes. I believe we're up to date pretty much with the majority of the stuff we've posted and filmed. So that is up there. Take a look at those channels, see we have Casey Sampson's masterclass on there. We have a ton of different resources available to you from our top producers as well as our lead trainers in the business. We also have our top producer takeover that we did. We have all of those videos up on the video, topproducertakeover.com, on the video section on the top nav bar on the right. You can watch all those sessions if you haven't watched them. Guys, that's a powerhouse pack of women on that screen. And then there's a Donnie. But there was a powerhouse pack of women that really did a great job. And then we had some just great heavy hitting single agent topic presenters that did a great job as well. All those videos are up from the sessions. Take a look at them, learn from them. And then our next top producer takeover is coming in the spring. So we're going to have another one coming up. We're going to try to do it again in the spring and the fall. So as long as you guys keep coming, we're going to keep having, and I might have it on good authority that Jared James is coming. Maybe. We'll see. You'll have to come to find out. What else is happening? We've got Bright changes on the 8th. We've got KV Core Workshop on the 8th. Print marketing. We have on the 9th the free virtual coaching, the SOAR development series that we've already talked about those. We have Sky Slope training. Guys, if you need help updating those forms or need help navigating Sky Slope and some of the new changes they've made to the dashboard, jump on that Sky Slope training. Stephanie does it every couple of weeks, and then she's always available for one-on-ones. We have our HQ2U in Martinsburg, the meet and greet in Fairfax, buyer consultations in Silver Spring. That's a 2-hour class to learn about how to do buyer consultations. We're coming on the road. Jump on those mastermind groups, guys. Those mastermind groups were designed to be volume-based for you to get in with like-minded, like production people, agents that are going through the same thing as you, the same hurdles, the same struggles, getting the same wins. This is where you learn from each other and share with each other to catapult your production to the next level. You join the next level mastermind once you've crossed over the hurdle of that mastermind production realm, and you learn how to navigate then the next set of production. Production brings different business sizes. Different business sizes bring their own struggles and growth opportunities. So those are wonderful opportunities for you to jump in and do that. Lynn Hamilton's got a Q&A on the virtual link on the Nest. You can ask anything. She will just answer your questions. So if you've got that burning question you just want to ask, Lynn will be on virtually for you to do that. Master your marketing later that afternoon. Aladdin's going to do a fast track commercial real estate training on the 12th. MR contracts on the 12th, and then our weekly mortgage update also on the 12th, rounding it out with Stephanie's Q&A on how to do what on Sky Slope. So ton of questions, ton of question answering opportunities, and also a ton of training for you to jump into to learn those contracts, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Please, please, please do not wait until you are in the need of writing a contract before you actually take a contract class. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to our brokers. Prep. Be prepared to go into the market. Check Samson University for all the things. Guys, we could not do all of these classes, all of these resources, all of these trainers without each and every one of you and your support of Cardinal Title. Thank you so much. Cardinal has been busy. They have had some of the highest closing numbers that we have ever had in July. We are shaping up to be the same way in August. We're super excited about that. We could not do any of this without your support at Cardinal Title, and we are super thrilled to be able to work together in not just the real estate capacity, but also the title capacity, and then be able to round circle of life and bring that all back to you in the resources and the people and the training that we are able to give you in the field. So thank you so much. If there is anything we can do for you, please don't hesitate to let us know. We are super excited to be on this journey with you and learning all new things. Guys, I'm energized about the summer. I'm energized about the trainings. I'm energized about the things that are changing in our market. It's going to separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. It's going to make us better. It's going to make us more professional. It's going to elevate our industry. And we are going to do everything we can to make sure that you have everything you need to be able to elevate yourself and your professionalism and your business as well. Thank you so much. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some cool air conditioning when you have the chance, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.